What's up? I'm Hugz. That's Sam. Welcome to Hugz and Sam. Today we're getting into My Hero Academia episode 36. We're still going through all of the practical exam portion of the finals. We saw a couple battles so far, and in the after credit of the last episode, we saw Ochako and I always forget naval laser dude's name. It's like Ayoma. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
He's my least favorite character.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Sad.
It's like super background character.
Wasn't say sad news to anybody that's your favorite character, but
yeah.
I don't like him very much. What I did enjoy though is they kind of, I mean, you can't say they hinted at the relationship between Izuku and Ochako because it's kind of always there. It's already
been hinted, and like you've always had like that feeling.
Well, and they have that back and forth of like how they kind of drive each other.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed how when she's at her weakest moment, when she's like freaking out about what to do, about how to win, it's like, what would Deku do?
Yeah. And then of course Ayoma or whatever was like,
Do you like him?
And she just couldn't say anything, which basically is saying, yes.
Speaking of do you like him? We had last episode Todoroki and Momo.
Hey.
Oh my.
Hey. I want to know what that ship name is.
Where I always thought he was going to be the one to really carry their victory. It was her creating stuff, creating plans,
all
like
he had to do too was
them.
Give her confidence back. Like, I voted for you. Like,
which is huge because I never thought about that. Like, I didn't think that vote was ever really going to matter.
Yeah.
Later on. But it just goes to show every little thing matters, and you should always know that every little thing is going to matter. But she really, the episode was called Rising for her. You know what I mean? And it's like she really did get her what?
I've got a dirty mind. Sorry.
I got filthy ways.
In my Milky Ways.
Kanye. Anyway,
I don't know what the words are.
Anyway, and that's a Katy Perry song. You should know the words.
Well, whenever I'm listening to it, I can totally rap to it and make it work. But just out of the brain bucket.
out of the mind cup.
Out of the brain bucket.
Anyway, it was like her rising to the occasion. It was her getting her confidence back. And it was also a little bit of Aizawa showing some mercy and trying to build up her confidence, because you could tell he kind of threw it a little bit, not 100%. Like he didn't make it easy on them by any stretch.
Yeah.
But you could tell.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they're teachers. At the end of the day, they want them to succeed, even though they want them to be ready for the dangers of the real world, and that's why they're doing the exams in this way.
Yeah.
To make her the strongest, building up that confidence.
The thought too, like everything that she was doing was like smart
super
and quick and like it was on. She was totally on her toes. Like I feel like
her strategy was really strong. And like I said, I expected Todoroki to be the one to really lead the dance in that battle and be the one to kind of shine. But we've seen him shine enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've seen him time and time again prove just how powerful he is. He even did build like a giant ice wall. Freaking Jon Snow was walking around it and stuff. And it's cool to see that, but I also like to see some of the other background characters built up.
Yeah.
Sure. Where's my Mineta episode?
Yeah.
This was up. I need some great boy.
Not a big fan of Mineta
in my life. He's kind of like creepy old man vibe, or like even though he's not old, but do you get what I'm saying? Like
that, but like also like it's like every single thing that comes out of his mouth is something perverted.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like creepy old
man.
But
like it's everything. Like I'm like that's like the entire purpose of him is to be like the perv,
comedic
you know
relief
what I mean?
perv.
And it's just like
I guess his ability is cool though.
Yeah. I get that.
Like, I think the sticky
cool,
great balls are actually really useful.
And whenever they were, in like the little place, the water, like his balls came in handy. But yeah.
Let's jump into it and see what's going down. Right. Oh no!
Oh shit! No!
Oh! Damn! I love that her eyes, like...
Yeah.
Damn. I love that she reminds me of Mob a lot when she goes into that like serious mode. Like
Yeah.
私にはお茶子ちゃんが偶然手を離したように見えたけど、
本当に？
ええ、手を離す直前、青山ちゃんと何を話してたのか。
I wonder.
I love how she does.
雷、作戦どうする？
基本逃げだな。さっきの校長先生は小さいから放電ぶっぱでなんとかなるはず。足のは個性やめとけ。先生が解けたらやばいし。
You melt the principal. Oh damn! The whole like area is being destroyed. Oh, is it a Rick and Morty? Yeah. So like he's essentially creating like a chain reaction of events to mess with them.
What the heck?
High specs.
図は昔人間にいろいろ持って遊ばれてるからね。こういう時うっかり素が出るね。雷、放電でなんとかできない？
Can she just melt like holes through everything? I don't know, but the rest of the teachers have been kind of taking it a little easy on them, but once he knocks something over,
he seems
like,
out of control, like completely.
Well, I'm just saying, like, once he knocks something over, if it's about to crush them, like, it's just gonna crush them.
Yeah.
He can't hold back. I love that it's like sipping tea the entire time. He's got like the weird All Might laugh.
Yeah.
The weird version.
That's sad.
何？みなちゃんたち負けた？お茶子ちゃん、13号先生と戦ってた時、青山ちゃんと何話してたの？ん？それは
彼のこと好きなの？好きなの？
She's like banging up too as she's in it.
お茶子ちゃん。
ヒロさんと幸田君のところは分かりやすいよ。
キロ、相手はプレゼントマイク先生。
二人とも音にまつわる個性。それをかき消す個性をどう攻略するか。ああ、もう早く終わらせてくれよ。
Holy crap.
耳を塞いでも鼓膜破けそう。格上どころじゃなかった。完全に上位互換。近づけもしない。
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
あれ？こうだ。あんた虫は操れるの？虫いた。パリンコ。
Is he scared? That's adorable.
How is he scared of an ant? There you go.
安い音だな。
何か打開策を。
I love the art style whenever
Yeah.
this stuff comes.
Screaming, yeah.
こうだ。虫を操ることは可能かどうかだけ教えてよ。
He's just like slowly wearing them down, like beating them down with his voice. She's bleeding, yeah.
ジローさん、耳が。僕が引いてしまったばかりに。ジローさん。
Wow. We haven't learned anything about them yet. My heart should always be plus ultra. Why do I care about this friggin' dude talking to bugs? Oh damn, that's a
There's a
lot.
lot of them too, yeah.
I like the color
yes.
carriage here, yeah.
I love it. I love that.
That's
That was
cute.
so cute.
She should be able to escape because he can't see her, right?
She didn't take her clothes off.
Nobody's got homing. So she can't really get away if his abilities are homing, because does he have to actually be able to see her? She kicked everything off, making himself a target so she can get away. Oh snap! No, she got him. How are they gonna work together? That's what I want to know. Exactly. He gets a benefit for each one. Yep. That's what I was saying. He gets a benefit from every match he watches.
They're so cute.
Of course it's Mineta. Yeah.
ああなると厳しいかもね。この演習試験、オールマイトとマイク、セメントス、そしてミッドナイトは特に難易度高いからね。人によっちゃ積んだと認識しても仕方ないよ。
So she's basically the sand woman. That's what I'm wondering, yeah. That's why he's jealous, yeah.
仮にヒーローになれたとして、ヒーローになることがゴールの人間に先はない。たくよ。ミネタちゃん、本当にヒーロー志望で UA 来たの？うっせ、悪いかよ。
He's gonna have to turn and face her.
本当。今度一緒に行ってみる？
ヒーローになれりゃなんとなくモテると思ってたんだよ。
I guess
So
it is a
far,
little
they've had a
sad,
chance to
like,
shine there, yeah.
思ってたんだよ。
I feel a little bad, you know?
Oh, snap.
やっぱりギリギリだぜミッドナイト。
そう、鼻でも口でも一呼吸しちゃえばあなたは終わる。その状態で何ができるかしら。そうよね。逃げちゃうよね。
ヒーローだからかっけえんじゃねえ。かっけえ
The
から
heroes
ヒーロー
because they're cool, yeah.
熊で逃げたのもぶちまけた弱音もあんたの仕役心煽ってここまで引っ張ってきたのも全部かっけえ男になるためなんだよな。
Oh, got her covered, yeah. That's awesome, yeah.
戦う必要はねえ。なぜならオイラの必要
Yeah.
すでに決まっているのだから。今回ばかりはおっぱいはお預けだぜ。
Save the boobs for another day. Hey, who thought Mineta was gonna be the one to carry that victory?
Right. I did not think that at all. I'm nervous for this.
I'm
yeah.
worried that they're gonna fight, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, fight each other.
ミレリア爆豪チーム練習試験レディーゴー
I wonder if All Might's gonna take it easy on him at all, like, cause he wants him to win, like he wants him to go through.
Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna take it easy on him just because he knows what they're up against, even though he hasn't fully told us.
Yeah.
100%. Like, we've basically... It's scary enough knowing there's a person who can steal traits and has immortality and whatever. At least
Yeah.
stole, like, an
Been around
anti-Aging
for, like,
quirk. And,
8
yeah, essentially
generations.
created the ability they even have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then did all that damage to All Might.
Mhm.
Like,
And also, I think that All Might understands that in order for them to come together, that they're gonna have to face
a hard time.
like a common,
Yeah.
a common hard experience. This is the one we've been waiting for.
I know.
How many episodes are left? This is 35.
This is the second to last of the series that we're about to watch.
Okay. Yeah.
Season 2. So
we got 37,
we're about to watch
38.
37, and then 38 is the last one of the season. And then we get to start season 3.
I'm excited for this next one. I'm just worried because there's a couple different ways that this can go. We've talked about Bakugo potentially becoming a villain, at least I have, that I feel like he could go either way because he was kind of that bully, you know, all throughout school, but I feel like he could still have a soft spot a little bit for Izuku, and he kind of does. You see it in there where he still is reminded of their childhood together and stuff like that. And it's not necessarily in like a like good way or like a soft way, but there's that shared experiences, that shared life bond that I feel like kind of gives them a weird connection that's different than anybody else. But also being outshined by Izuku now, by Deku at every turn, every time he thinks he has it figured out, Deku shows something else. Now he understands his quirk better. He's moving like, Kachan, and it's creating more of an issue.
Yeah.
And I was hoping something, would really bring the two together, but I feel like it could also just easily bring them apart.
Yeah.
Especially with all these villains, the League of Villains and stuff is kind of blowing up now. There's been a lot of talk of like all these new villains coming in. I just feel like it could be possible. I know like it might be a long shot, but I just feel like it would be very understandable if he did become a bad guy. I really hope that it goes the other way because I would love to see them have not like a best friendship just because I don't think that would happen.
Yeah.
But at least I want them to have a moment where it's like, hey, we grew up together. Hey, we've been through a lot. We both made it. Like they were both the first two from their area to get into UA. You remember, like from their school to be able to get into UA because Bakugo wanted to be the first.
Yeah.
But it was him and Izuku, and it's like I don't know. I'm very excited to see the fight. I also want to see if Izuku can prove to All Might that he can live up to being the new symbol for peace. You know what I mean? And I'm wondering if we're going to see All Might get pushed to his limit and...
That's what I was wondering. Like, is he going to like...
Everybody's got that moment where it's like you play your basketball with your dad when you're like 8, and then you play basketball with your dad when you're like 16, and then you get to the point where you get better like enough and you start beating the old man.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if it's gonna be like Izuku pushes him to the limit to where he like flips down into. Or is
Izuku gonna like feel like
weak might
he can't beat up on All Might because he looks up to him so much, because I've also thought about that, like is he gonna be like more reserved and stuff
because he knows All Might's weakness. If he goes for that gut,
but also like if All Might shows that weakness, it could expose him, know. So
I don't know, there's a lot of stuff that can happen in this next episode, and I'm very excited for it. Let us know what you thought in the comments down below. Like it if you did, sub if you don't already. Shout out to our patrons watching the full and early reactions up on Patreon. Thank you so much for your support. You really don't know how much it means. It means the world. We'll be back more videos soon. We love you guys. Bye.